What's up, guys? Another day, another daily note vlog. Kind of tired of doing these, and I think I'm going to take it in a different direction. I'm still going to hit the goal, the videos. I do want to say right now, I just had some mushroom coffee, and typically it hits me super fast and super hard. It's lion's mane and chaga mixed with instant coffee, and it's crazy powerful. But today I had a cup and I was hanging out and I'm like, there's really no effect. So I decided to make the strongest ever drip coffee and have that right after. So now I'm downing pretty hard and just focusing on staying alive, really. So my goal is to make 3 videos today, get ahead of the curve, but I'll probably just make one. However, continuing with the daily vlog type videos. I did manage to get most of my books on the shelf and clear a big enough area where I can at least have a space for shooting content. I still have no idea where my tripod is, so I'll just try and hold you guys for today. And this will keep the video short since this camera weighs 50 pounds and I haven't been to the gym in a while. So yesterday our talk was about working for yourself and what that really looks like. And I mentioned about the CEO and the worker bee. So I gotta put you guys somewhere. Hey, just ignore all the junk in the background. I held the camera for like 30 seconds and my arm was giving out. So yesterday we're talking about working for yourself and what that really looks like and what that means. And I briefly mentioned how I think about these two mentalities, having the worker bee mode and then the CEO mode. So if you think about your project, your business, your personal brand as an actual organization, you have the direction side, the leadership, the CEO mode. And in CEO mode, you have the overall vision of the company, the overall direction you want to go, and you're selling that vision to whoever is working at the company or working on the project. In this case, you're selling the vision to yourself or your worker bee self. So for the purpose of this video, we're not going to cover contractors, we're not going to cover employees. We can do that later on, but right now you have to sort of plan what your worker bee mode is going to do. So as the CEO of you, the CEO of your personal brand, your projects, your life, you have to take the abstract ultimate goal where you want to be, ultimate life vision, ultimate scenario, and break it down into actionable steps over a period of time. So there's a whole goal setting process. You cast out your 10-year vision and then what your 9th year has to look like to make that 10th year happen, and then setting your goals for your 8th year to make your 9th year happen, goals for the 7th, all the way down until you're at year 1 or at year 0, which is where you are now. And then from that, I'll focus on my 1-year goals. What do I want my life to look like 1 year from now? And I use a version of the 411 as seen in the book The One Thing by, I want to say, Gary Keller. I'll link it below either way. I'll link the book below, and I'll link, I think they have a free worksheet available. I'll link that as well. So I use a variation of the 411 to kind of cast my ultimate vision and my ultimate plan for the year. So just like in the 411, they have it divided in half. On one side is your work side, and the other side is your personal side. I kind of combine mine because mine's more of a lifestyle brand, a personal brand that I'm ultimately building. So my work and my life are ultimately integrated. So in the top section, I have the annual goals for 2019. Below that, I have the monthly goals with the due date being February 1st. And then below that, I have the weekly goals with the due date being whatever a week is from the day that I'm doing this. And I typically look at this each and every Sunday night. I like to do it. Sometimes I'll miss and do it first thing in the morning, Monday morning. But I'll update this every single week, and I carry this in my planner. It's my bookmark for my notebook I showed you earlier. So it's always top of mind. So once you have the ultimate vision cast, and you start breaking it down into what you have to accomplish this month, this week, this day, understanding what the big vision is, I'll work backwards and see what the milestones have to be, what the tasks have to be, and I'll put those in things like Trello and then my daily planner on Google Calendar. So sitting down every Sunday night and planning out my worksheet here based on the 411, then that's my CEO mode. And I'll do it again in the evening. Each night I'll at least like look at this and see, okay, like what did I accomplish today? And then in the morning I'll read this first thing. That way I'm kind of primed and I know what I have to tackle for the day to stay on track. So the planning phase is obviously the CEO mode. You're setting the vision and breaking down the step by step by step. And then for the worker bee mode, a worker bee's job is not to be jumping back and forth with planning and confusing the process and second guessing things. You have to eventually start learning to trust yourself, trust your CEO version of yourself that set up the day and set up the month to ultimately achieve the grand vision that you're going after. So my Google Calendar has my class times automatically blocked off. I'll throw in there my lunch break. I'll give myself like 30, 45 minutes for a lunch break, and I'll be reading or maybe watching some videos on YouTube during the lunch break. And then before and after, I have work blocks. So in a work block, I'll use the principle of 45-15. And in my work block, I'll just have to refer to my 411 as well as my task sheet, and I'll just kind of start banging things off. Okay, this 45 minutes, I can kind of cage the chimp for 45 minutes. I can kind of cage the chimp, the monkey mind, for 45 minutes, knowing I have the reward coming up of, for the last 15 minutes of this hour block, I can do whatever I want. This may sound like super anal and super like ridiculous and super strict, but you know, as Jocko Willink says, discipline equals freedom. So the more discipline you stay, then the more freedom you can have in your off hours and your downtime. There's really no one else out there that's gonna come by and save you and keep you employed and do these things for you. We're in a crazy economy where everyone's essentially working for themselves. So this may seem a little bit ridiculous and a little bit doomsday, but no one's coming to save you. Like you're ultimately responsible for yourself. Even if you're an employee, I would encourage you that the whole mission behind part of this is encourage you to start up a side hustle, like some side income. And the foundation of doing that, of starting an online business or working for yourself or bringing in income on the side, is that worst case scenario, you lose your job, which is super, super common, super probable nowadays, then you can rely on yourself. So a big part of this is kind of establishing that foundation, which I think is the hardest part. People always ask like, oh, how can I make $1,000 online today? And the thing is, you can't without a solid foundation. So this is a good foundation to start, is getting used to working for yourself, establishing these kind of restrictions on yourself, but ultimately which leads you to freedom, which leads you to your dream scenario and your ideal life. So quick video today, just overly caffeinated. My battery light's blinking, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for tonight. And yeah, I'm not sure, this is video 12, I think, and these videos are serving their purpose in as much as I'm getting used to talking to the camera, seeing myself editing, holding myself accountable to doing the task every day, even if it is these silly videos. But I'm gonna keep doing them, but start transitioning to maybe something else over the next few videos. So thanks for watching if you still are. I'm just figuring this out publicly, so watch me bleed. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.